Was arraigned on 2 felony charges. Her daughter is now in the care of Child Protective Services. And News Channel 3's Stacia Mullaney was with Michigan State Police as they delivered gifts to the 6-year-old girl. She is live in Pawpaw with the story. Stacia.
Kate, police first met this girl at the hospital last week when they responded to that child abuse call, and they say she touched their hearts and made them want to do something more. The troopers decided to ask the community for donations to help buy gifts for the girl. Throughout this week, they raised hundreds of dollars and bought presents for the 6-year-old and the other children staying in the emergency foster home. The adults there tell us the girl, who we are not identifying, is adjusting well, and police say they hope this will be a new beginning for her.
With the holiday season approaching, it just kind of touched our hearts, and we wanted to go above and beyond just the call. She's had a rough couple of years. We're just hoping we can turn things around from here and make it a little better from this point on.
And police say the response they got was overwhelming when they asked for donations. They say that shows how truly giving this community is. Of course, stay with News Channel 3. We'll have more on this story coming up tonight at 6 o'clock. For now, we're live in Pawpaw. Stacia Mullaney, News Channel 3.
Thank you, Stacia. A driver is lucky to be alive after being rescued from his crashed vehicle moments before it burst into flames. It happened on Christmas Eve in Byron Township. Kent County Sheriff's deputies say Justin Krull was heading west on 100th Street, west of Homerick Avenue, when the car veered off the road and struck a tree. Witnesses rushed and helped the 26-year-old out of the car just before it caught fire. Authorities said alcohol is believed to be a factor in the crash, which is still under investigation. 9 Michigan communities and 1 state recreation facility have been recommended to share over $930,000 in federal grants. The State Department of Natural Resources says the Land and Water Conservation Fund grants will support efforts to provide improved outdoor recreation opportunities. West Michigan areas receiving funds are Allegan, South Haven, Muskegon County, and Ottawa County.
Governor Rick Snyder is busy reviewing dozens of bills passed by lawmakers last week, but there are several pieces of legislation that died in the lame duck session that will have to be reintroduced in the new year. And some of the key bills include updating Michigan civil rights law to prohibit discrimination based on sexual orientation and gender identity, forming a new statewide evaluation system for public school teachers and administrators, legalizing medical marijuana products that are alternatives to smoking pot, and legislation making it a criminal act to pressure women into having an abortion. And Michigan lawmakers are scheduled to be back in session January 14th.
It's been a turbulent road to the big screen for the Sony Pictures comedy The Interview, but today theater audiences finally got to see for themselves what started the whole controversy. Marley Hall reports from a theater in New York showing the film.
As moviegoers line up across the country to see The Interview on the big screen, the reviews are starting to pour in.
It's a funny movie. The audience was laughing. I was laughing.
We're going to North Korea!
Fans took in a Christmas screening of the Seth Rogen, James Franco comedy about a plot to kill the leader of North Korea. Sony had scrapped the release after hackers made terror threats, but later decided to release the movie online and in independent theaters.
It was much better than I expected, but yes, it was worth the hype. Definitely worth waking up too early in the morning to come see first thing.
Were you planning on seeing it anyway, or because of all this?
I probably was going to see it, but not till much later. I came purposely to support the artist and support freedom of speech.
About 300 theaters, including Cinema Village here in New York City, are screening The Interview. Many are adding shows to meet the demand.
We're sold out definitely for some shows. We expect to be sold out for the others. Business has been very brisk.
Manager Lee Peterson says there is extra security in light of the threats, but believes freedom of expression is worth the risk.
I'm proud to be involved. I'm proud that we're playing it.
Hello, North Korea!
Still, industry insiders expect the movie to earn less than it would have before the controversy began. Marley Hall, News Channel 3.
Sony spent $40 million to make The Interview, plus tens of millions more in marketing costs. For anyone who is looking to see The Interview in theaters, the Alamo Drafthouse in Kalamazoo will be showing the film starting tomorrow afternoon. A schedule of showtimes is online. To check it out or purchase tickets, we've set up a link on our website, wwmt.com.
Well, by now, children have most likely opened up all their Christmas presents. Coming up, find out if any of their toys made the most popular list this holiday season.
Plus, a special Christmas gift for an East Michigan girl who is battling cancer. Our Macomb County community came together to wish her and her family a happy holiday.
You're watching live, local, breaking news. This is News Channel 3, live at 5:30. News Channel 3 delivers the big reports that impact your life. We reveal a controversy surrounding police chase policies. Exposed. Hidden household dangers you need to know. Investigated. A campus sex crime crisis. Uncovered. A difficult decision emergency workers are being forced to make. Explored. Why area teens are turning to deadly force for in-depth investigations. Turn to just one station. News Channel 3.
The after Christmas sale at Art Van Pure Sleep will make history with the lowest mattress prices of the year. 50% off. Plus, take up to an extra 25% off your mattress set purchase. Plus, 0% for 50 months. Plus, a free TV and free delivery. Nobody beats our prices. Supportopedic mattress sets, $99 any size. Tempur-Pedic starts at $21 a month. Only at Art Van Pure Sleep, the Great Night Sleep Store.
Catch a full hour of the middle at 5. LOL. Mike and Molly at 6. LOL. And the Big Bang Theory at 7.
Go comedy crazy.
It's the comedy block of the century. Every weeknight, only on your CW7. In 2014, News Channel 3 had you covered.
It spread super quick.
Stay in their homes, keep the doors locked. Debris was flying.
This very emotional case is just beginning.
Temperatures hit dangerous lows. Well, this is probably the coldest we've seen.
You had some other options other than what happened.
He decided when he wanted to leave.
They're going to be charged with adult crimes.
Why are you running away from us?
In 2015, stay with News Channel 3. Now, Pete Thompson with your Severe Weather Center forecast.
Quiet weather tonight for us here in West Michigan, and it looks like we'll have a few clearing spots out there, a few stars as well. Still some clouds hanging around, though, but unlike last night, of course, when we had that rain-snow mix, we'll have partial clearing. Low temperatures will be near freezing. A warmer Friday is on the way. We're going to see a mix of sun and clouds. It's going to be more like mid-November than late December. High temperatures in the lower to middle 40s, and then a warmer, wetter Saturday is on the way. Winter might be on the return for next week. Once we get past these two next warmer days here, Friday, Saturday, then our temperature trend, after going up, will be headed back down. In fact, let me show you what I'm talking about. It gets warmer, then colder. Now, warmer tomorrow, Saturday, when we're going to be in the mid-40s, and then getting colder as we work our way into early next week. How about a high Tuesday? Perhaps only in the mid-20s, and of course, that means we finally get to talk about lake effect snow. We haven't talked about that in a long time. 37 right now in Kalamazoo under partly cloudy skies, winds out of the south-southwest at about 13. We have mid-30s inland. We have mid to upper 30s along the lakeshore, 38, for example, in Holland and Muskegon. But really, when you look at the map, north, south, east, west, it's a pretty narrow temperature range. The coolest reading, Battle Creek, Grand Rapids, each at 35. On the warmer side, Muskegon and Holland each at 38, so everybody is tucked right in between. Live Doppler radar right now, it's all quiet on our 100-mile scan, and it pretty much has been that way since about daybreak, when the last of the light rain and snow moved out of here. Boy, that storm was really zipping right along, and probably a good thing, too. It didn't really have much time to build up a lot of slush. Now, as we look at the big picture, it's a very quiet map. You know, you think that here in West Michigan, it's the only place that's had the strangely quiet weather so far in the month of December. But that's not true. In fact, typically at this time of year, the map would be very active with one, maybe even two winter storms. Nothing like that going on, though, region-wide. Well, tonight our skies will turn partly cloudy with an overnight low of 32. Tomorrow, again, it's a mix of sun and clouds during the day. Warmer temperatures with a high of 43. That's running about 10 degrees warmer than what's typical for this time of year. Now, more clouds move in tomorrow night. We might even see a few sprinkles Friday night. Tomorrow night, Saturday, off and on light rain and 46 degrees. But then colder air starts to move in on Sunday, and next week we'll get another shot of cold air, sending high temperatures into the mid-20s. So finally, the heavy coat comes out for Tuesday and Wednesday. Maybe you got some nice gloves or something like that.
Oh, you know
Christmas.
that there are viewers out there who've
Come on, you got some good gloves. You're thinking, wait a minute, I can't wear the gloves when it's 38 degrees for the low. But you'll be wearing them next week for a couple of days anyway, when we'll have a little bit of snow. But still, you know, let's say that snow next week doesn't pan out for us. Then
like the snow on Christmas Day that we were hoping was going to come
out. Right. Then we'll have gone the month of December without any snow. And as Aaron Dimmick, you know, talking to Nathan up at the National Weather Service office there in Grand Rapids, how strange to have record snowfall
for November,
and then record no snowfall.
Well, the skiers, yes, we're so excited. November's like, this is going to be one of the greatest ski years ever, and then nothing.
And now nothing. Yep.
All right, Keith,
strange.
Thank you very much, sir. Gift cards are the most popular gift to give for the holidays, which is interesting. I didn't know that. But what do you do with the gift cards that you don't like? Walmart says it will take them. Walmart says it will take them. Let me say that differently. Coming up, what the retail giant says it will give you for your unwanted gift card.
Hello, I'm Major Michael Armstrong, stationed at Camp Casey, Korea. I'd like to give a little holiday message to my father, my mother, my brother Stephen in Grand Rapids, Michigan. I love you guys. Merry Christmas.
Want to know what's happening overseas. The world is complex, and we want to be able to make it more understandable.
The CBS Evening News with Scott Pelley.
Next wheel.
I love to dance. I'll probably show you how to shimmy.
Tell the truth. Do I look like a shimmier?
I think you can shimmy well.
Will Santa Pat come down that chimney? Find out next wheel.
Tonight at 7 on News Channel 3.
On Jeopardy!
Merry Christmas to you, one and all. Which of these three players will get an extra Christmas present by winning the game and going home with a lot of cash?
Find out.
Tonight at 7:30 on News Channel 3.
Tell me more about the Charter Spectrum Triple Play.
You mean the best TV, internet, and voice?
Charter Spectrum Triple Play.
TV.
200 free in Sweet HD. 10,000 on demand. Instantly. I'm not just the operator. Dish to dish, I'm your liberator.
Charter Spectrum TV. Just $29.99. Call
1-844-552-9999.
Charter Spectrum high speed means no slow down. 60 megs. I like the way that sounds.
Say goodbye to DSL. Say hello to Fast As.
Charter Spectrum Internet. Just $29.99. Call
1-844-552-9999. Charter Spectrum Voice Unlimited Talk.
Zero fees and features that rock.
Crystal clear connection. Say hi.
Charter Raiders standing by. Charter Spectrum Voice. Just $29.99. Call
1-844-552-9999.
Yeah.
1-844-552-9999.
Be in the know before you go with News Channel 3's up-to-the-minute school closing alert system. Go to WWMT.com and register for free alerts to be sent directly to you. News Channel 3's school closing alert system is sponsored by Educational Community Credit Union. Connect to your community anytime, anywhere at WWMT.com. It's your one source for breaking and overnight news, severe weather Center 3 forecasts, and sports reports. Plus, exclusive raw video. Share your photos, leave comments. For live local breaking news, connect to WWMT.com. West Michigan weather can be brutal, and only Severe Weather Center 3 has the high-tech tools to stay ahead of the storm.
We have the most powerful live Doppler radar in West Michigan, allowing us to break it down.
Plus, we have the most experienced team of meteorologists to back it up, all for your safety.
When every second matters, you can trust us
to give you the most accurate information.
So stay with our team.
Experience and technology. That's what Severe Weather Center 3 delivers.
All right, for those of you with children, you know it's been a long day already because your kids got up early to find out what Santa left underneath the tree. Not us, but a lot of you out there.
Yeah, it probably comes as no surprise that most kids asked for toys. Jill Wagner found out which toys were the most popular.
Ho, ho, ho!
It's the stuff Christmas memories are made of.
Say cheese!
a photo op, and a chance for kids to deliver their Christmas wish lists straight to the big guy himself.
I want just a bike, an Xbox, a Nerf, a robot, and a soccer ball.
And after weeks of listening to kids rattle off their requests, Santa says there's a definite trend.
Frozen is really hot.
Santa certainly knows best. The National Retail Federation found that Frozen merchandise is the #1 gift for girls this year, pushing Barbie to second place for the first time in more than a decade. For boys, Lego reigns supreme.
A Lego ship and a Lego city.
But it's not all about toys and gadgets. What's your favorite part about Christmas?
Spending time with my family.
But most kids tell us the best part of Christmas is still the presents.
A Barbie doll, huh? Okay.
In New York, Jill Wagner, CBS News.
Weekend.
If you receive a gift card this holiday for a store that you don't frequent, you can now go online and exchange it for a Walmart gift card. It's a promotion happening for the next few weeks. Walmart will exchange cards from more than 200 retailers. It will offer you up to 97% of the card's value, but it varies by retailer. For example, an Amazon.com card will get you up to 95%, while other brands will be worth only 70%. If you've been getting more phone calls and alerts from your credit card company this month, you're not alone. The CEO of the Electronic Transactions Association says it's the result of credit card companies trying to protect customers from fraud. He says cyber criminals like to attack during the holidays, trying to breach major retailers, as we saw with Target last year.
The maker of the popular game Cards Against Humanity is giving people a piece of a private island, a very small piece. 1 square foot, in fact. The company's recently held a holiday fundraiser and is now rewarding donators with a share of the tiny private island off the coast of Maine. The charity campaign was dubbed 10 Days of Whatever of Kwanzaa. Okay. It asks for $15 in exchange for 10 mystery gifts. The small section of the island was the final gift. Proceeds went to the non-profit Sunlight Foundation. Facebook is facing a class action lawsuit. That lawsuit accuses the social media giant of violating users' privacy by scanning the content of messages they send to other users for advertising purposes. I thought everybody knew they did that. Facebook made a bid to dismiss the suit, but a federal judge in California is allowing the case to go through.
Christmas Day celebrations can differ depending on your zip code. Coming up, a chilly way that Germans celebrate the holiday. Not very many clothes, but a Santa hat is involved. We'll show it to you after the break.
You're watching live, local, breaking news. This is News Channel 3, live at 5:30. 2014, News Channel 3 had you covered.
It spread super quick.
Stay in their homes, keep the doors locked.
Tree was flying.
This very emotional case is just beginning. Temperatures hit dangerous lows. Well, this is probably the coldest we've seen.
You had some other options other than what happened.
He decided when he wanted to leave.
They're going to be charged with adult crimes.
Why are you running away from us?
In 2015, stay with News Channel 3. Your mornings are busy, and News Channel 3 has you covered with Kirk Mason.
I'm excited to be bringing you developing and breaking news to start your day.
Marcy Koberger.
We'll deliver live reports, up-to-the-minute traffic information, and we'll break down the day's big events.
Jeff Porter.
And with your weather on the ones, you can count on Severe Weather Center 3 to get you prepared for whatever weather comes your way.
Your mornings are looking brighter.
On News Channel 3, you won't miss a thing.
Get ready to wake up with Kirk, Marcy, and Jeff every weekday morning starting at 4:30. News Channel 3 delivers the big reports that impact your life. We reveal a controversy surrounding police chase policies. Exposed. Hidden household dangers you need to know. Investigated. A campus sex crime crisis. Uncovered. A difficult decision emergency workers are being forced to make. Explored. Why area teens are turning to deadly force for in-depth investigations. Turn to just one station. News Channel 3. West Michigan weather can be brutal, and only Severe Weather Center 3 has the high-tech tools to stay ahead of the storm.
We have the most powerful live Doppler radar in West Michigan, allowing us to break it down.
Plus, we have the most experienced team of meteorologists to back it up, all for your safety.
When every second matters, you can trust us
to give you the most accurate information.
So stay with our team.
Experience and technology. That's what Severe Weather Center 3 delivers. In 2014, News Channel 3 had you covered.
It spread super quick.
Stay in their homes, keep the doors locked.
Debris was flying.
This very emotional case is just beginning. Temperatures hit dangerous lows. Well, this is probably the coldest we've seen.
You've had some other options other than what happened.
He decided when he wanted to leave.
They're going to be charged with adult crimes.
Why are you running away from us?
In 2015, stay with News Channel 3.
Hundreds of people gather outside the home of a 14-year-old girl in Macomb County to sing Christmas carols. The girl is fighting cancer for the second time in her life. Her parents, Pamela and Craig, listened quietly as their community showered them with love and prayers. The New Baltimore Fire Department also showed up with well wishes and a check for $3,000.
Seeing all these people out here, this is what makes New Baltimore. It really fulfills my heart with the Christmas spirit.
She's amazing. She's the strongest girl I've ever known. She's really sweet, always nice to everybody, can put a smile on your face.
The family has chosen not to continue with medical treatments in the U.S. due to the health risks. Instead, they traveled to Spain to get treatments that are not available here.
In Germany, Christmas is not just a time for singing and being merry, it's also a time for a very chilly tradition. This does not look like fun to me.
No.
Dozens of swimmers, known as the Berlin Seals, dressed in Santa Claus hats and festive swimsuits today to take a dip into Berlin's Orank Lake. I believe that's how you say that.
Wow.
It's an annual tradition. Before heading into the cold water, about 30 members of the club warmed up by singing some Christmas carols.
That was their warm-up?
I know, right? How about a hot tub?
How about a nice warm fireplace in the living room? That would be my idea of warm-up.
Hot cocoa, hot tub, anything but that. I mean, it's not for me.
No.
It doesn't look good. Like I said, I'm happy with 40 degrees on Christmas Day. That's just fine with me.
They're a rare breed, aren't they?
Yes.
Here's a look at what's ahead on News Channel 3 live at 6 o'clock.
Our government keeps doing the same things to us over and over again, and we don't like it. But what do we do about it? Nothing. I'll have more coming up in Tom's Corner.
All right, and as we head to break, here's a live look at downtown Kalamazoo. It's already dark and beautiful out there. Once again, those roads not looking bad at all as you travel home this holiday.
See breaking news happen, call the News Channel 3 Breaking News Hotline at 1-800-875-3333 or email us breakingnews3@wwmt.com.
Favorite time of the year.
And it's your 50th anniversary, Rudolph.
Hi, guys. Happy anniversary, Rudolph.
Looking good, little man. Somebody's in the holiday spirit. Oh, I'll be fine.
Here they come. Happy holidays, guys.
Stuff is so fake.
It's Hollywood. Just go with it.
Come on, everyone.
Light it up, Rudy.
Happy holidays from all of us at CBS. Next wheel.
I love to dance. I'll probably show you how to shimmy.
Tell the truth, do I look like a shimmier?
I think you can shimmy well.
Will Santa Pat come down the chimney? Find out next wheel.
Tonight at 7 on News Channel 3.
On Jeopardy!
Merry Christmas to you, one and all. Which of these three players will get an extra Christmas present by winning the game and going home with a lot of cash?
Find out.
Tonight at 7:30 on News Channel 3.
Think you know football? Then put your gridiron IQ to the test and play Pigskin Picks. Make your picks each week for a shot at winning a Samsung Galaxy tablet or other great prizes.
Pigskin Picks, brought to you by Xfinity.
Nourished, rescued, protected, given new hope. During the Subaru Share the Love event, Subaru owners feel it too. Because when you take home a new Subaru, we donate $250 to helping those in need. We'll have given $50 million over 7 years. Love, it's what makes a Subaru a Subaru.
Maple Hill Subaru is proud to announce that the SPCA of Southwest Michigan is their local charity.
Connect to your community anytime, anywhere at WWMT.com. It's your one source for breaking and overnight news, severe weather center 3 forecasts, and sports reports. Plus, exclusive raw video. Share your photos, leave comments. For live local breaking news, connect to WWMT.com.
Happy holidays from all of us at News Channel 3.
Welcome back. Politicians in Michigan and Washington wrapped up 2014 with flair over the past week. And while they were home enjoying this day with their families and their friends, they left most others scratching their heads.
Tonight in Tom's Corner, Tom Van House says you have to have a sense of humor to see the comedy and what went on before the pre-Christmas curtains came down.
I usually struggle to make sense of what goes on in Lansing. On reflection, I use too many words, often not sufficiently direct. And that's why I admire those who can cut right through to the heart of the matter with an almost stunning economy of words. One such observer and writer is Stephen Henderson, the editorial page editor of the Detroit Free Press, who was, by the way, awarded the Pulitzer Prize for commentary last April, an incredible achievement by itself. Here's what he said earlier this week after assessing the work of our lame duck state legislature. We, he said, are chumps, suckers, rubes who get played over and over but never learn to avoid the trick. Well, that's pretty much what I've been trying to say for years. Henderson said it in 18 words. He was referring to Lansing, but it can be applied to Washington as well. Now take a look. We've been waiting forever for a fix to our dismal, beat-up collection of roads, but no Republican wants his name attached to a tax hike. There's no other way around it, folks. So they dumped it back on the voters. We pay these people $90,000 a year to make these decisions for us. But they might run again for office someday, and they don't want their names attached to a tax hike. So next May, a 1-cent sales tax hike will be decided on by, as it turns out, 10 to 15% of us who will likely say no. And guess what? There's no plan B. Think about it. But they did spend a lot of time debating and failing to pass a weird religious restoration bill that seemed to open the door to all kinds of faith-based discrimination. And they did find the time to pass a law that says college football players in Michigan are not employees of the state and therefore are not allowed to unionize. Not that there was a great immediate threat of that. Better to make a preemptive fix, apparently, and do it now. Roads and things like prison reform, another issue they were afraid to tackle, can simply wait. In Washington, it was actually worse. 2 Saturdays ago, late at night, with nobody watching, the feds passed a $1.1 trillion spending bill to avoid shutting government down over the next year. But then they jammed in a host of self-serving riders. Ethics be damned. One allows banks to once again gamble with investors' money, your money, by returning to the philosophy of heads they win, tails we lose. It ushers in a return to the very practices that fueled the banking collapse in 2008 and ignited the Great Recession. And the ultimate insult? The bill was written by Citibank. In other words, our Congress acted to continue its symbiotic relationship with Wall Street, rather than look out for our interests. And you want to buy some clout? Oh, another rider allows a donor to a party to increase his contribution from roughly $100,000 to nearly $800,000. Even more to party committees. It drops any pretense now that this is a country of the rich, by the rich, and for the rich. House Speaker John Boehner said his party needs the money to finance his convention next year. Sure. Yet another rider authorizes the development of weaponry the Pentagon didn't ask for, doesn't need, and presumably doesn't want. On and on it goes. Ethics and transparency becoming as elusive as a winter wind. Henderson nailed it. We're chumps. We're suckers. We let our governments make fools of us. And what do? We sit, stare, shake our heads, shrug our shoulders, and order another beer. Merry Christmas. In this corner, I'm Tom Van Howe.
Share your comments, opinions, and suggestions with Tom's Corner at WWMT.com or mail us at Tom's Corner at 590 West Maple Street, Kalamazoo, Michigan 49008.